This morning finds us with pressing matters at hand. Welcome to the Runic campaign. Oh dear. So what is it we have to do today? Well, we have to make sure that Margöz Ruby does not become Margöz Dwarvi or something like that. Lorne has come to us, and they seem unresponsive to diplomacy. So what can we do? Well, we're sending Mufarsh and some accompanying cavalrymen, and of course others are coming from the south as well. It is all coming together, sort of, bit by bit, squiggly bit by squiggly bit. And we should probably also send these Rhûn mercenaries with them. That would be a cost, though. Their present, them sitting in this fort provides a saving of the savings of 1,000 a turn. But we just might need them. We'll see. We will see. It all depends on exactly which units these buggers have. But I'm sort of confident that with the right use of our cavalry, and of course our general's bodyguard, which are pretty good against theirs actually, due to their armor-piercing speciality, life will be good. Oh, speaking about cavalry, yeah, this happened. We bashed Dorwinian's head in around Strundost. And now we're just going for seconds. For the second, or for the settlement itself. That is what we're going to do there. Life is good, life is fun, and it seems that Dorwinian will soon be on the run. In here sits one general, in here sits another. I'm not confident that they will be able to mount much of a defense, but of course they may yet surprise us. In which case we are preparing for such eventualities by forming, or reforming I should say, the Grand Army that took Lest. And our finances are okay, so despite being stretched a little bit militarily speaking, we can take it. We can take it. Oh, and then, yeah, Mordor has claimed an electoral victory in the old Rhûn road, as it were. But we will try to see if we can claim back this constituency, as it were. Anyway, welcome to turn number 55. It happened, my friends. It happened. And they come with, oh my god, they're going to be slaughtered. Well, I mean, hey, who am I to complain? And then Forthwin. And he will be the trickiest of all nuts to crack this day. Because he's got good spearmen and decent armor stats. I mean, 10 armor, and 5 shield stats, 6 defense. They're spearmen, so they're anti-cavalry. And he's got a good command stat. This guy isn't running away. Yeah. It's going to be a challenge, but we'll take it on. We'll take it on. And first there's Kinorin, and he is going to be a piece of cake. So, in the interest of eating delicious cake, let's go.
We dance with death this day. Foe brings more men to the battle.
Oh yes, more men. But most of all, they're bringing their leader. What we have, though, is a wonderful set of mounted archer units. And do you see the other ones? They're all over there. It's going to take them forever and a day to get anywhere. Oh, what is that? What is that? Is that vineyard bowman running straight toward us like lambs for the slaughter? Yes, I think that is actually what it is. So, smackety smackety doo-dah. And we're just going to need to be quick at removing our cavalry from the melee. Because we don't want them to entangle too enthusiastically with the Thorn Guard. We only want to entangle ourselves with them on the most superficial and unenthusiastic level possible. Oops. Don't run too far, my friends. Don't run too far. Don't let your enthusiasm get the better of you. There are still enemies worth worrying about. Oh, hello. Bladesman. Yes, come. Yes, our Dragon Riders would love to meet you. And, you know, we're just going to send everybody at you. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Vineyard levies. Ah, hello. Charging at us like there's no tomorrow. Which is funny, actually, because there just might be no tomorrow for these people. Oh, look at that. That was pretty effective, wasn't it? What about these guys? Still charging? Oh, yeah. Very much so. Still charging. Okay. You know what? I feel like these guys, they need to go over and say hello to Fourth Wind. Let's just shoot at the enemy while we run away from them. Right. Team 2, you're sort of ready to just focus on some Thorn Guard for a little bit. Okay, well, there's Vineyard Bowmen. Yeah. Oh, and some levies. Yeah, let's just charge them down. Only 9 of them. Can't do that much. There are limits even to what the Vineyard units can do. Okay, let's get our folks over here. And yeah, shooting them from this side will be most advantageous because the shield is covering the other one.
The enemy general flees like an old cowardly
Oh.
enemy general has been captured.
Yep.
Running away.
There he goes.
Guard
We lost a couple of horses, but
show him we are civilized men.
time is on our side and we will be vindicated. Get out of there, my sweet riders of the night. Do not let your courage be replaced with fright. Soon you shall triumph and feel only delight from the enemy gradually being gone from your sight. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Bloody levies. Sneaking up behind me like that. Can you just not? Okay, over here. We're shooting as the good Lord intended. Good. Let's just charge them down. Ram ourselves down their throats. It should do the trick. Oh, hello, Vineyard levies, yes. And Thorn Guard, okay. So it's all the thorny units, all the ones with little pricks that they want to prick into our horses. Don't like that, but what can you do? Yeah, and the Regent Spear Guard is, of course, in need of a lot of softening up. Oh, and you've turned your backs to the enemy. Well, what a fantastic strategy, if I'm to say so myself. I mean, that's... Okay. Let's see if we can break them morale-wise. Should be possible. Yeah, good. Good. Alright. You just keep shooting the Regent Spear Guard. You're doing so admirably. And let's charge down the levies. Yeah, the thing is, we're not going to break those morale-wise until Fourth Wind is smashed forthwith into a brick wall. So, overwhelming force is the order of the day. Team 2, why don't you come over here? Now, arrows are proving at least moderately effective against the spearmen over there, which is good to see. It's good to see. Ooh. Yeah, that's quite a volley right there. It makes them get a move on, if nothing else. You can really appreciate the increased accuracy of the higher experience rating. Because they're actually hitting them pretty consistently. Good job, my lads. Good job. Right. New job. Shoot the Regent Spearguard. No, the Regent Spearguard. Thank you. Yeah, the Thorn unit is now completely gone. So, we shoot and we shoot and we shoot. And Fourth Wind must be feeling quite negative about all this. Still chasing after the Lochina's Rim. Of course, they are the most important troops for him to keep an eye on. With their high damage potential and all that. But Forthman himself seems to have had a few arrows to the knee. Let's see if that sinks his enterprise. We're gonna poke him with the Dragon Guard. Then smash him with the others. Boom! Very good. Okay. Certainly not without losses, but yeah. But they do flee.
Drive them from the battle. This is a most crushing victory. Your name will live in marble, and our foes in sand.
Oh, I would have loved to heal some Lochina's Rim, but apparently it was not to be so. Some raiders? Okay, fair enough. They did a good job. They deserve a little bit of a break. And, I mean, the Lochina's Rim in 41 was 41 troops. Still a force to be reckoned with. So, Strundos the towers. Now we need a general up there sharpish so we can actually maintain control of it. Joy, joy, joy. We need to sack it so we can hope to hold it. And then, we got to defend against this guy, this loner. He's bringing a ballister crew. Interesting. Yeah, he comes with Durin's Guard. And a lot of low-level dwarves. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll just set up and see how many we can manage to take out as they try to breach our walls.
The foe seems to be winning the battle.
The Miners' Union has arrived, and apparently they intend to bring to bear the most dreaded weaponry. The Union Pamphlet Cannon. Here it is. In all of its glory. Doing absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. Now they're getting going. So, what will they target? Ah, okay. I'll just move our dear party leader so that he doesn't, or our local official, so that he doesn't get antagonized by the pamphlets so aggressively cast at our town walls.
The walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our walls now. Remember, fear is worse than fighting.
Something like that. Yeah, okay. And they go for another one. Oh, okay. Well then. We have a mission, my friends. We must stand and make use of the towers available to us. They are not the best towers in the world, but since the enemy is lightly armored, they will make a positive difference. Ooh, that's interesting. Will they continue to shoot at us indefinitely? Maybe. Indefinitely, maybe. Actually, yeah. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. They're actually using everything to their advantage. What a bloody travesty that is. And they have quite a lot of party loyalists to back it up. The miners' union has come in force. And now they've stopped throwing pamphlets over our walls, as it were.
Only half our force remains.
Okie dokie. Well, that's not good. Because, yeah, then they run. Oh, but they just... Look at that! Look at that! I mean, with enemies like these, who needs friends? Anyway. We killed 65. And they also killed a pair of their own, it would seem. And in the end, they lost only 42. Alright then, we shall have to besiege these buggers. Oh. Well, well. We've got a good thing coming right at them. A special election season shall be called. A special electoral council convened. A very special day shall approach. And Margöz Ruby shall be ours again. The Dragon Party. Yeah, Erebor expands, we know that. Okay, we can actually just attack them right away. Which is, of course, deeply fascinating. Is that something we would like to do, I wonder? Well, I mean, we could do something against them, right? We have some crossbows. It depends on how they want to prosecute the defense of their ill-gotten gains. But in some ways, they have indeed dug their own graves. I'll need to think about that. Anduin falters. Oh, well that's a pity. The polite bureau, though, is going from strength to strength. Now we have a port. And the boost to our finances is unmistakable. We should get some Noknarim. We should get some Kampenflagrim. Retraining those. No brainer. No brainer. Madakin. Being but a town and having yet far to grow. I'm considering slotting in a dark shrine. But actually no, the mining network. Really, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Just, yeah. That is what it'll have to be. An Electaria. Yeah. Your growth policy is well earned. And then eventually after that, we'll do some barracks and things. Life is going to be good. I think we can take them. The happenstance that they have brought in mostly low-level union members is definitely a boost to our cause. We have the numbers. We have the means.
How may I serve?
I say, we strike. And magically, almost,
An honor to serve.
Strundost. Isn't that mad at us? That's pretty amazing. And we send Rashin and life is good. It even buckle it improves the economy of Lest, which is pretty amazing. Wasn't expecting that. Huh, interesting. Interesting indeed. Let's get it underway. We will not tolerate this place falling into the hand of dirty unionists. Mufarsh has the numbers, and he has the strategy. There's not a lot they will be able to do. We'll just quickly save the game. And, off we go. We're back! Oh, and they're already running away. First of all, let's have a brief satellite view of what is where in this town. So they're putting all their feistiest of what is in front, which is fair. If they're going to do that, then I'm going to give them a little bit of a bombardment from out here. Come, my friends. There is much to be done. Ooh. It appears that they really like the idea of sending flaming pamphlets our way. Alright. Well, we're just softening them up, you know. Warriors of the Taritai, come this way. Oh yes, and of course our mercenaries as well. So, that's going to be that. And then we're going to send in the privateer cavalry, I think. Because what they do quite well, I think, is push through some of these lighter troops. We're going to send in the Dragon Guard and the cavalry as well. And with that, we might just break through in a way that they do not appreciate.
We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
We're going to try and break through the airborne infantry over here. It'll disrupt their formation a little bit. Arrgh. I mean, look at that. It actually does some decent damage to them as well. So it's a strategy that costs a little bit of lives, but it weakens them. And then we can also send in the Dragon Riders on top of that. Aha! Right. Now that they've borne the brunt, we can send in those. We're going to save our bodyguard a little bit because he is almost genetically engineered to take on the likes of Durin's Guard. But since we do have the cavalry in there now, we can just ride them around the place and feel good about it. Oh, hello! Airborne infantry. Okay. Costly, of course, but you gotta break a stalemate. Because it is in the stalemate that the dwarves excel. It is by bogging the battle down into the slog of melee grinds. That's where they prevail, so we have to make sure that we keep them on the back foot.
Pray his troops do not lose their will to fight.
Oh, they won't. They won't. And I'm especially not too fast because he doesn't have too many troops, so it's okay. So, we're gonna just calmly ride over there, see what happens. Alright, and crossbows? Yeah, you can sort of march in now. And we can start making use of you. And your wonderful talents. It's going to be a costly battle for us. But costly in resources that can be replenished. And therein lies the beauty, the glory, the point of it all. Okay. So, my dear friends, aim a strike. Beautiful. Let's get him out of there as soon as possible. The axemen are doing a great job here. It's good. Okay. Let's start marching in. Oh, Durin's guard doesn't like it. Let's charge at the baluster. I think that should be possible. Ah, okay. Sort of. But not. Mm-hmm. What's this? You go around here and there's actually no way in. Okay, that's more than a little indecent. Make sure not to get hit by a ballista bolt, my friend. Oh, they're shooting at the hunters, okay. Well, that would be unwise, but fair enough. I suppose one has seen stranger things than that. So now that these people remain, I'm gonna let the infantry rest a little bit. It's a long way to walk to get anywhere, but fair enough. We're gonna do it. Meanwhile, the cavalry will come this way. And do a little bit of friendly disruption. Mm-hmm. Let's go for one more. Yeah, charging them through this town is pretty much impossible. But that's okay, that's okay. The power of the crew now seems spent. So, in we send the Privateer Axeman, the Dragon Guard, and the Daratai. Cavalry linking up behind. Crossbows, come this way. And start plying your deadly trade.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Oh, would you look at that?
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
I foresee some decent results from this little tactic. Let's get them even closer. Oh, we could even shoot Duelin's Guard, actually. Ow.
Foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Yup. The dwarves are beaten down. Oh, and then they run in. I think we can stop shooting them now. Send in the cavalry from behind. Ha 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 ha. And now, all that remains is hacking down that Lorny. Standing very alone-y, if you will. A lonely wolf. Among dragons.
Only half our force remains. Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
It just remains to be said that flanking the enemy with point-blank crossbows is just such a fun way to defeat them, because such a situational weapon can be hard to use in that way. So it's very satisfying when it happens well. Ooh, Privateer Axeman doing really well. But the crossbows pulling up their shooting stats there at the end, and they're healing quite a bit for it. Daratai warriors as well. And the Dragon Riders killed a lot. They also died a lot, so well, what can you say? What can you say? It's been an atypical battle in many ways, but certainly one that we celebrate now that it is us who triumph. And here we are, back to claim the town that is rightfully ours. Rebuilding our dark sanctuaries. This place will shine once more. And then we're gonna go get a boat, actually, because the Burka isn't big enough for two generals. We still need to blockade Esgaroth, of course, but let's just do that with one boat and make that the order of the day. The rest shall head back. Oh, hello, Admiral Bondi. Turn 56 then. Turn 56 comes, and the news are dire. Bayon's hold is besieged, Minas Morgul besieged, and we've successfully blockaded the port of Esgaroth. Hooray! Pat on the back and a gold star for Admiral Bakr. I'm not sure. But Admiral York is also on the case of getting back to friendly seas. Oh, hello, Bondi. Well, you don't need to take orders from me. I just want to beat this living daylights out of you. That's no problem, is it? No. Anyway, yeah. Oh, retraining of Rhûn mercenaries. You know what? I'm gonna do that. That seems good. Now, Dorwinion, in a stroke of most dire news, have besieged Strundost, with Gus standing by, ready to do or die. Well, that is, do nothing or die. Now, there are various responses one could make to this occurrence. But somehow I feel the most appropriate thing is to put people into the fort over here. Or maybe what we need to do is see what kind of strength Captain Rigiora is coming along with. Because if he has a lot of elven troops just dastardly hidden in his ranks, then my approach is going to be a little less aggressive than just trampling him down with the Lochinus Rim. Life is too short for bad mistakes. Let's have a look. Okay, so Captain Gus doesn't stay out of it, but I do not think his presence will alter things very much at all. And Dorwinion, you know, if you're going to be my nemesis in all of this, you better step up your game, my lad. I mean, come on.
We shall not fall or flee.
No.
Enemies show their
Indeed, we shall not fall or flee.
Bring in reinforcements.
Because this is just... This is child's play is what it is. We're just going to put our halberdiers right here. They're going to charge into them all day. And we're going to fend them off all day. Over here comes a Gus. Like a guzzling fire hose of pitiable troops. It's, yeah. In all likelihood, the Thorn units, or Thorn troops, there's only one unit of them, will get there first, so let's act accordingly. We're going to try to take out that ballista, and we're going to cover our dragon riders against their bowmen by simply just riding to the rescue in case of any trouble. The Rhûn hunters will probably just go and harass Gus into the oblivion. Come on guys. Gather up and strike. I'm not going to say good job because frankly you don't deserve it, but I suppose it's good enough.
A foe fights with horns made of clay. We are
The bowmen,
battle.
are they shooting? No, they're just standing there and watching while their friends are getting a very bloody nose. Okay, good. What's happening here? Levies, a bowman, and a bowman. Good, well, we'll send most of our troops to deal with the bowmen. And there come the Thorn Guard. Or the Thorn, oops, I spilled my, your blood all over your yard guard. Let's see. Yes, come this way, sweet levies. Hello, bowman. Goodbye, bowman. They will shoot us, they will try to strike. They will shoot us. Oh my god. Those vineyard bowmen are just gone now. They were running ahead of the pack, hence them getting there a bit sooner, so we're just going to stop everything we're doing and hunt them down. Okay, good.
We are winning the battle.
How are we doing over here? Levies, Bowman. Okay, good. Let's get those guys. Plum 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 plum. Alright, now these guys have gotten embroiled in a melee that I am decently unhappy with, but we can deal with it. It appears to me that we'll have to bring forth some troops. The Locked-in bodyguard will march upon our foes. Like a golden menace, we ride through their ranks. Okay. What's going on over here? Thorn Guard are coming along, getting shot a little bit along the way. How nice. Beyond skirmish mode, dear raiders. Where are you guys going? What is your plan? Is it just to escape? Because, I mean, I understand the motivation. Staying alive is a pretty important thing for a human being. Shooty, shooty, shooty. Turning vineyard levies into many a lovely smoothie.
The enemy general is slain. Let's see how these snakes fight without their head.
Okay. Get away from that, my friends. Get away. The Locked-in bodyguard is about to come around and make everybody happy. The vineyard levies will be shot down into a lovely puree. Charge them down, my friends. The vineyard levies almost aren't even worthy of the inner rim. Oh my god. Even charging them seems meaningless at this point.
They run like children.
And thus endeth the battle.
Enemy must curse the day they were born. All the poets write of this most wondrous triumph.
And most of our losses can just be attributed to one time where I lost track of some raiders. I mean, come on. Dorwinian, if the only way you can even remotely harm my units is by sheer force of my own negligence, then you really gotta step up your game, my lad. Oh. Yes. Live to flee another day, eh? Can we retrain these? Ah, weapons. Okay. Well, weapons are good. Weapons are good. I'll have weapons any day. Oh, boats? No boats. No boats. Here, to Dan. Yeah, you should go to Strondost. 45% men of the East is pretty decent. The board kind of slowly coming along to see our way of things. Bit by little bitly bit. Bit by little prickly bit. Cavalry, can you go to Electaria? I think that'd be ever so nice. And we can also send the privateer axeman there. Margöz Ruby, you are actually capable of retraining every single unit in here, which is nice. We just need to also expand your capacity for doing so, but, you know. Time comes for us all. Is there anything else we need to do desperately? Well, maybe not desperately, but I think a little tower around here, north of Strundost, is something that would be appreciated. Oh, hello, Vidigild. Oh, aren't you happy? No, you're not. But that's okay. We don't need happy enemies. That is not on our to-do list by any stretch of the imagination. No, what we need is a diabolically high growth rate in our towns and some profit margins worth singing about. And we're getting all of those. And more. Okay. More raiders? I mean, yeah, I think, generally speaking, against the dwarves, cavalry is pretty good, as long as you're not assaulting them in a town, of course, which we did happen to be there just before. But, when all is said and done, it is our cavalry that'll set us apart from those dastardly northern neighbours. And that is a fact that we should abuse with every bone in our body. Speaking of bones, let's move on. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a diplomat. Saying hello to the Kingdom of Rohan? Really? Is this our most pressing concern? Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. And if Rohan has indeed pushed all the way to here, then they must be doing fairly well. Impressive, riders of the mark. Let's have a look at this army here. Okay. They're stepping up from the pitifully awful to the just barely tolerable. So, real progress if you look at it in those terms.
How may I serve?
Let us bring these 76 in for retraining weapons, and then these 18 can go for, well, retraining their numbers.
We rest here until dawn.
Oh, another bodyguard in the polite bureau. Well, I'm gonna have to think about that, but a meeting hall in Strundost must absolutely be pretty crucial. So we're gonna get that. Oh, there's a Thorn Barracks which we cannot use. Well, that's a pity. Bor Imanarikis. What do we do with you? I mean, you're just developing. I just want to upgrade you into a large town so that your townsmen can fend for themselves a little bit better. And then there is Lest. Amazing Guild House would be nice. And then Margöz Ruby. Yeah, you're on the same train. The improvement of infrastructure train. It is sacrificing a little bit of short-term development for long-term prosperity. Something which I am a decently big fan of, in case you have not noticed by the tendency of this channel already. Ooh, crossbows. I like those. You know what? Let's retrain these. Goodbye, Bondi.
The sea is yours. Course set.
And then we're going to do something a little dastardly here. We're going to put our faction heir on this boat. Now, you might consider this supremely risky, but the thing is, if Vidigild decides to attack us, and, well, he very well might, then
That's right, fool. It's an enemy ship.
in all likelihood, our ships would lose, but still survive and drag us over there. If they do not survive and get us to shore, if they do not survive at this place, Then we'll just have to build some new boats, because our faction heir will simply... Sorry, leader will simply step onto the beach. Back onto shore. No problem at all. Ah yes, and Les has a lot of troops that need to go somewhere. And we're going to make that happen. Going to put them right there. It's going to be nice. And we're going to take maybe these and put them at Strondost. All is good, all is lovely. Is that it for now? I think it might be.
How may I serve? Orders. As you will. Your will, my lord. How may I serve? Remove.
Big Venerion. Yeah. We'll just gather up a bunch of troops over here. And next turn we'll decide where to send our dear party leader. Dorwinian musters a small but significant force and sends it at a fort. Am I the only one smelling a critical error? And that the time for our attack has come? Ah, and what have they done beyond that, you ask? Well, let me show you. They have decided to send their troops, their navy, to the board. Without any troops on them, though. Okay, fair enough. Bum ba dum bum bum. And now our fleet is secure. We're going to retrain and replenish. The Margöz? No, we're not going to do that. Apparently, Rash is slightly better at managing this whole thing. Sorry about that most unpleasant noise. That was my phone going off at me. But hopefully it shall not do so again for some time. Ooh, the Lochnarim have come to the Polite Bureau. Actually, that is very tempting. We should perhaps just have sent our dear faction leader over here so that he might find himself retrained and replenished, but yeah, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. Ooh, Rhûn mercenaries. Tasty, tasty. Yeah, next turn he will definitely be able to just strike out at whatever displeases him. And, you know, I think there might be a thing or two that could displease him in the current shape of the universe. So, send him some more troops. He's going to grab some cavalry from over here. You know, these fellas, they're all quite happy. We might even want to retrain some Rhûn raiders for the lovely principle of improving the troops, most likely to see the road in the next few days. So these 4 units are attacking our fort, and they will try to do so with a ram. We have so many hunters that are okay in melee, but they are of course good at range. Crossbowmen, quite good at range, especially in a defensive fort like this, and the Daratai warriors are there to essentially keep the enemy busy while they're being shot in the back. I like that strategy, so overall, come at me, Dorwinian. I am ready to receive you. And we need some crossbowmen. I mean, essentially, if we can just pepper dwarves with crossbowmen while holding them up with clansmen and those kind of people, and then charging them down with Rhûn raiders and dragon riders, then yeah, the early game dwarves are just gonna fade away into insignificance. Oh, and Enmador gets to invest in their roads, and oh, look at that lovely little boost. What happens once you add a trading post to that? Oh, that's another 100 on top of everything else, plus of course the 15 building income, so yeah, that makes itself back in no time. get an additional longship from the Polite Bureau, I mean, we would so very much enjoy mastering these little oceans here. Well, maybe ocean is a bit much. The sea.
Orders. We march. How may I serve? We march.
More of these, more of those. More of everything that matters. Leaving the enemy in tatters. Yeah. It's all looking good.
Orders.
Let's grab these crossbows and send them somewhere retrainable. Might actually be less, to be honest.
We move. The sun sets on today's
Yeah, it is. Good, good, good. Next turn then. Ah, Athelward. Fancies his ram, his one singular little ram, enough to ram down our gates. And I welcome this.
Most of us will see the sun set again.
Look here, feast your eyes on this beauty of a fort. What can we do? Well, we could put some crossbows up here. That seems like a wonderful thing to do, if I'm honest. These archers can't fit there, though. No, that's a bit of that's a little sad. But ooh, now this is nice. I like that. I like that. We're gonna put them like this, though. So yeah, good, good, good. And then we have these archers up here, also very welcome, but especially like this, so that they may all shoot from the best angle possible. All of our missile troops are going to be on guard mode, and we'll start the battle. We're going to tell our sweet daddy Tai to go into a wide position, place themselves within the confines of the central square, and then I think we're going to tell our archers to not stress shooting at them too much, but maybe we can use our crossbows a little bit. I mean, we'll never run out of bolts for these things anyway. It takes quite a while for them to fire.
Cursed vipers are at our gates with their ram.
Just give them a good showing, my friends.
The enemy's ram has breached our gates.
I am sure. Yeah, we are trying to hit you guys. Don't worry. It's not just an illusion.
The enemy have the walls. Drive them back.
So, time for some shooting. Oh, look at that. It's going to be painful to be Dorwinian today.
A foe fights with horns made of clay. We are
This is
winning the
not a
battle.
fight they were prepared for. Or if I am to use the correct syntax.
Enemy are badly
This is
manning.
not a fight for which they were prepared. How are you firing arcs?
Our enemy flees before us.
Okay,
We
it
have
doesn't
no
matter too much
guns.
because
Drive them from the battle.
the enemy has been completely humiliated. What's not to love?
This is a most crushing victory. Your name will live in battle, and our foes in sand.
What a beauty. And we only killed 4 of our own men. Good job, my dear missile troops. You have done exceedingly well.
A most honorable
Goodbye, Dorwinian. I look forward to our next meeting. And as it happens, our next meeting might be soon, but on our initiative instead of yours. Though if you want to attack that fort again, I mean, don't let me stop you. Don't let me stop you. Gundabad's leader is dead. Miss Morgul is besieged. Strondost gets a meeting hall. A most worthwhile investment were I to say so myself. Maybe a warlord's hall would also be quite nice. We don't have any corruption problems though. And our culture is improving by the day. So I'm actually toying with the idea of starting with a practice range, then working to stables and a barracks. Bur Emanarikis. What shall we have? Well, we'll just continue down the path already set. Bigger Venerion. Winnerion. Port. Definitely good. And then a barracks after that. Ooh, but we might soon upgrade this place, and that is cause for joy. Actually, I think that will happen after the port being finished, so no reason to plan new buildings. Kari, this is the way to go. And look at this lovely stuff. Dragon Riders coming our way. More crossbows for retraining every day. And I think the Daitai Hunt warriors have done such a good job in it that we can keep them in their current post for a little while longer. Lokkan Margöz. You know what? I want to put you right here. And I want to bring you. Oh, Rhûn. Raiders with upgraded armor and weapons. Because of course they have a blacksmith. Very nice to see. Very, very nice to see indeed. So, from all that, I think it might be surmised that these will come with us immediately. The rest will be retrained. For now. And our spies in Caras Sant tell us of a capital ill defended. How nice. I love those things. So, Fleur, you are about to figure out why the Lokkan of Rhûn is feared.
We shall all find a way to an honorable victory.
A mist rolls through the hills of Dorwinion. Archers assemble. Cavalry prepares to dispatch any enemies in sight. And there are plenty of warriors to take up the fight.
The enemy show their cowardice. They bring in reinforcements.
No, let's not call it cowardice. Let's call it survival instinct. Yes, survival instinct. That is truly what we're talking about here. Actually, the way this looks, I feel most inclined to charge right at them. But of course our archers are also going to do a decent job at making these crossbowmen feel welcome in that particular way of the dragon that just sets a good fire in your soul. Look at that. Can't you just tell that they're all fired up with joy and anticipation for the momentous event to come? Now they will try to shoot back. We're not going to make it easy for them though. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, well, well. Thorn Guard, Dorwinian Infantry. Okay, all units that could feasibly be moderately annoying. Actually, I'm thinking of just dispatching our Candish raiders to go around and take them on immediately, or as immediately as is practical. Oh, hello. Archers, go for the Thorn Guard. And then the Inazrim charge into the crossbows. The Thorn Guard are being bombarded. I don't think there's another word for it. It is pretty brutal. Yeah. And then just gonna keep them caught between melee units they cannot hope to beat. Yeah, and here. Just take care of the Thorn Guard, will you? And here, one by one they fall.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Whoa. Following them into the most dangerous unit of them all. Maybe not the way to go, but I understand your eagerness, my friends. I understand. And we will make good on our potential. Oh my goodness, we are taking some losses there. The Thorn Guard has, well, thorns. We're going to charge back in, and as they are disoriented and shaken, we shall break them. And here, there's a single bladesman left.
They run like children.
Good.
Scour them from the field.
And they're gone. Not too many casualties. Good. And the Dragon Riders are easy to retrain, of course. So it is pleasing.
A victory both righteous and well deserved. It cannot be said otherwise.
Ah, and healing some Dragon Riders. It's good. That's good. And Margöz is back on the campaign trail. I think the Dragon Riders are sufficient for the task awaiting them, because actually their task is basically to fill out ranks for now. We'll see what Ingmar decides to do. But we have pressing matters, actually, that go beyond our land wars. The conflict turns to the high seas, where the Bondi has now been disbanded, shall we say.
It's an enemy ship.
Go back to Lest. Let's have you retrained once again. York, you're a fine commander. And a reliable navigator, which is nice. That's quite nice. Airland will need to be brought to heel eventually. But for now, we are happy with everything how it is developing. Perhaps one ought to invest in a Master Mace's horse. After all, it will help. And especially the third upgrade is just mwah, because of how much it actually reduces build times.
Noble one. How may I serve?
Maybe what we need to do here is actually take a few of these troops and send them towards Strundost, where retraining might occur.
We rest here until dawn.
Lest can retrain, but it'll take a little bit of time because, you know, it's been recently taken and all that. It's just adjusting to the new reality around it. But overall, things are progressing well. So these two units will figure in as a little. We penciled them in as a little boost. A little boost.
How may I serve?
These Dragon Riders need no retraining actually. They can just go directly into Margöz's
Here until dawn.
forces
The sun sets
whenever
on
able.
today's journey.
Turn 60. Let's do it. It's a nice round number upon which we could feasibly end the episode for today. So, no major events. Although Dorwinian do seem to be scrounging up troops for a defensive campaign.
How may I serve? We march.
This can be
Orders.
allowed.
How may I serve?
Perhaps. Though we just need to go to Caras Sant and... Oh! We can attack it outright. Okay, can we get some... Ooh, we can get some Rhûn mercenaries. You know, this makes me consider some dastardly actions. The kind of action that will see us outwit our opponents. To a degree that is almost horrific. Okay, and we also find the Dorwinian navies
It's an enemy ship.
less than admirably equipped to deal with what is about to happen to them. Erland, be gone. And then we will retrain insofar as possible. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Very good. Oh, we could also... Yeah, we could retrain more at the Polite Bureau, of course. Yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell.
An honor to serve.
How's our political dynasty doing? Well, we have a lot of girls coming along, but they won't be here for a while. So I think let's invest in some additional leadership, some technocratic leadership
How may I serve?
for now.
Orders. How may I serve? Orders.
Hello, Thorburn.
My enemy.
Okay. His presence actually makes decisive move against Caras Sant even more important. So,
We close for
here we are. Thor, you may have some defenders. Oh, a 3-2 rating. Ah, okay, okay. So the defenders are pushing up everything a little bit. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Orders. Orders.
Yes, noble.
Can we get a little boat here? No. Bugger. Well, we will need these mercenaries as well. That seems certain. If we can reinforce with that, then we can win. And we can also reinforce with this. Why not? We'll throw all our eggs in that basket because it's a pretty tasty basket.
An honor to serve.
And we'll throw in infantry rather than cavalry because we have some auto-resolve concerns driving our decision making today. Okay, we cannot just end with this. But the fact is, there is not necessarily a certain chance of him opening the doors in case of attacking next turn. In fact, it seems unlikely. So we will plan a contingency. Let's go. The news are dire. Another capital is under siege, and well, it appears that I did it. And looking at this, I have a plan.
This will be an honorable battle. Has the time come to strike?
Because we need to ensure that as few as possible of these people actually are able to help. Ingemar is the one over here. He is the most problematic one to deal with in this particular way, on this particular day. But to deal with him, we must. So, come this way, my friends. Goodbye, Ingemar. Now, are we able to attack? The gates are open. That's amazing. You know what this means? This means we can do something akin to this and still attack the place.
Has the time come to strike? We close
No.
the battle.
The large town, please. And now they're only helped by 3 piddling little soldiers from the countryside, coming with arms in hand and brave hearts for sure, but I'm not sure they will keep those hearts forevermore. And Captain Harkon, you will be of little use. Captain Thor, you are going to kick yourself all night for failing to march a mile more. Thor. And Bard. You are strong, but you are not Lokan Margöz strong. Let's do it. Caras Sant has been won. And I think we can occupy this place. There are probably enough decent buildings to make that worthwhile. Let's get you in there, my friends. We don't want to leave you out in the cold. Training some armor, very nice. Ooh, a mason's hall is needed, so let's get that one going. Mott and Bailey ready for upgrading. Ooh, let's queue it up immediately now that we have a building discount from our new little province. Okay, and these guys were trained. Perfect. Dark Sanctuary, please, for less. It will help growth rates. It'll help everything, actually. And that is going to help as well. Maybe with the public fountains first. Good. And all is affordable, all is well. Ooh, roads would be important too. But we need to grow this place before it reaches its full potential, of course. Margöz Ruby, you need growth opportunities. We want a better set of walls for this place. So, to that end, doing like that, doing like that. Yeah, let's get the Warlord's Hall in there. And figure the rest out along the way. A practice range at Strondost. It's great news because it means that we can get these Dadatai crossbowmen over there. Ba-dum bum bum bum. These guys can go over there. And we can train some Rhûn hunters as well. The stables is going to be great because we can retrain our cavalry. Oh, and let's get these things repaired. That'll be quite good. And the Polite Bureau gets its Lognarium, which, I mean, that is a joyous event, of course. We need to get these people where they can be most useful.
Caras Sant. The winds shall return tomorrow.
Oh yes, it will.
Orders.
It will definitely return tomorrow. Anything else of note happening? Well, Madargin is about to expand its mining network, and that is beautiful. It's growing at an ever faster rate. We could even build a dark shrine to encourage it even further. And Mador. Yeah, you're going economic at the moment, and that's good. The Polite Bureau is upgrading its military prowess, and the High Palace will be a great step for that as well. A trader exchange, though, that's also good. And it is an important trading settlement, this one. And looking at that, trade is going to be so good for the Polite Bureau. Some retraining happening at Electaria, and also crossbows. To Margöz Ruby, you go. What a lovely day this has been. Strondost is ours, Caras Sant has fallen to our forces, and now Dorwinion will truly feel itself pinned against the wall. An uncomfortably cold and unforgiving wall that leaves no space in which to grow. But the dragon grows. It grows avaricious, hungry, and it grows in the poles as well, wouldn't you know? Can we... there's some more places with boat potential around here. Well, we're getting a port there, so that's definitely one. Yeah, good. And building a port here. And we should also build a port here in the Burka, so that trade can actually, you know, sort of mean something. But until that time, until the time when Caras Sant is finally purged of enemy influence, until the time that Naburka grows into the trade hub it was always destined to be, and until the time that our Lokinodrim can run down every Dorwinian enemy, or Northman enemy. Be kind to yourself, be good to others, press all the right buttons below, and I will see you soon.